What's up, everybody? Alright, so I'm back on Pacific Inlet and just kind of going around right now and uh, chipping up any little small trees that I see. I've been kind of trying to throw the small trees off to one side and then leave the bigger ones for, well, now I'm stuck. Leave the bigger ones, of course, for the skidder. Well, I tell you what, it doesn't take much to get stuck over here on this side of the map. It's pretty rough over here. There we go. Yeah, I'm not really sure if this was intentional or not, but over here on this right side of the map, it's really rugged terrain over here. It's even hard to maneuver. Well, anyway, this time on Pacific Inlet, it's going to be a bit of a, I guess, I don't know if preview is a good word, but maybe it's going to be leading up to, there we go, leading up to high-speed logging number, what's this going to be, 4, I think? I think this is going to be high-speed logging number 4. I know we just got back on Pacific Inlet, but I really feel like we need to pick the pace up a bit more. So probably what I'm going to do is we'll finish out this video here with well, I guess it'll be if we're trying to get stuck or not. Maybe we'll make it up here. But anyway, so I'll just go ahead. I've got 2 trucks already loaded, ready to take wood down to the sawmill, so we'll get those delivered. And then we will process some more logs. I've got a bunch more skidded up. I just got to process them. And probably won't get any more than those 2 that we've already got delivered or loaded. We probably won't deliver any more than those 2 this time, but we will maybe get some more trees cut. I've got some areas that need to be cut. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so here's our trucks. I'll go ahead and get this one cranked up and turned on because I am going to use the follow me, which I just forgot to do. Oh, I guess it automatically turned the lights off for some reason. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I got both of these trucks loaded up in between videos last time, and so we should be ready to take them on down to the sawmill. And the other thing I did too was I found some previous versions of FDR Logging's log trailers, and these I never should have upgraded really, because obviously he did something to optimize them for his new logs. Uh-oh, why are we not? Did it get stuck or something? Alright, here he comes. Not sure what happened there. Usually they start right on up and come after you, but anyway, got him going again. And yeah, so all this over here to the left, I know it's a little dark, can't see it too much, but I had intended on cutting everything on that side of the road all the way down to the sawmill. So what I'm going to do is once we finish out this video, I'm going to be working a good bit on Ridgecrest, and I'm also going to start back up on Crossroads because I want to do some plantation style forestry there. And then in the meantime, I'll put in, it's probably going to be about 30 hours of gameplay, I would imagine, to get all of that cut over there, because I think there's a bit more than there was in the first part. Alright, now let's see if we can sell 2 log trucks at one time. There's one. Yep, there goes the other. So we got just a little bit more to finish up on up here where we're at now, and I'll get all that cut and try to get all the logs skidded up, maybe in between videos. And then what we'll do is, once we get everything cut up there, I'll move the cutting machine right back there to the right where we just passed. That's going to be our next landing, and I'll get started cutting on a bunch of these trees. Now I wonder if I can make both of these trucks turn around. Let's see if we can make it happen. That sure would be nice. Oh, looks like he followed us. Okay, good. I'm just going to pull right up here and stop because I don't want to get in the way of these logs when I process them. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we'll process up all these logs I've got skidded up right here, and then I'll switch over to the cutting machine and we'll cut some more trees down and try to get the rest of them over there maybe that's not been cut yet. You know, this sawdust mod is kind of neat, but at the same time it's kind of a pain because, I mean, you should have seen the huge pile of sawdust we had right there, and I had to take that JCB front end loader right there in front of my grapple, or front of my cutter head this thing, and scoop it all up and put it in the chip truck over there. So it's kind of a pain. I mean, it's neat, but it creates a lot of work. It took probably six to 8 trips to get all this stuff picked up, and I still really didn't get it all. You can see little pockets of sawdust here or there. Well, well, if any of y'all are a fan of the map called The Interior by Serious Mods, I saw a Facebook post from him yesterday, and he's coming out with a new map, which should be pretty cool. He does some pretty good work on mods he does, so I can't wait for that. And I also saw where he's probably going to be using the Seasons mod, which is, I haven't used that one yet, so probably what I'll do is, you know, if he comes out with that map pretty soon, or maybe I'll just grab another map, I don't know. I want to use that Seasons mod and see what it's all about. I don't know if it works with any of the maps I have or not. But the only thing I wouldn't like too much about it that I've read about it is, you know, the different seasons seem to happen pretty quick. It's not like, you know, you'll go a few months of gameplay and then the season changes. It looks like it happens a lot sooner than that, which is kind of, I mean, we're playing a game and we can't really, I guess, wait on the weather, but I don't know, it just seemed like it should not happen quite so fast. Yeah, Serious Mods put out some pretty good stuff. I've got one of his, let's see, is it Kenworth truck? No, it's a Western. He did a Western Star truck, and I think he may have done a Kenworth truck too. I don't know if I have that one or not. But anyway, yeah, it's a really nice mod. And he also did the interior map, which I mentioned. So look how big that sawdust pile is already. I've only cut a few trees. And I've got it turned all the way down to the lowest setting. In fact, I went in there and modified it in the XML and the mod itself, modified it to where the default is the lowest setting. Still, it puts out a lot of sawdust. What happened here? I thought I had that one. Well, I'm coming up on 200 subscribers. That's pretty cool. When I first started this thing, I had no idea where this channel was going to go, and I didn't, you know, advertise it much. I didn't advertise it on Facebook or anything. I got a Facebook page, but I didn't advertise it with, you know, anybody else, and I just kind of let the content, you know, speak for itself, because I didn't promote it anywhere, didn't put out any paid advertisements or anything like that. Just been trying to put out some quality content, you know, as best I can. I don't have a studio set up and a $500 microphone and a $2,000 computer or anything like that, but or even more expensive computer, but just working with what I got. And you know, at first I wasn't really expecting a whole lot. Well, actually, I got to be honest. I was thinking I was going to get a few thousand subscribers in the first few months, but that didn't happen. And so it's been I can't really say work, but it does take a lot of effort sometimes to get these videos put together, especially the ones where I'm keeping track of stuff like Ridgecrest, how many wood chips I'm putting in the wood chip storage bin. You know, I'm having to put the totals up there at the top, and that takes some effort to get all that just right, because you got to stop the video at just the right time and put the little numbers up there and all that. And with this, I'm keeping track of the load counts, so I have to you know, figure out when the trucks go through the thing and when the logs sell, and keep up with all that, and putting in music and stuff. You know, you got to find the music, edit it, all that kind of stuff. So it does take some effort. But haven't got a penny yet from YouTube. Not a penny. I'm waiting for the day when that check comes in the mail, but maybe a little ways off. In fact, it may be another year. Well, probably less than a year, because they don't pay you till you reach $100, and I think right now I'm sitting right about 50. So I'm halfway there, but not quite ready for a check yet. I mean, I'm ready, but YouTube's not ready to send it to me yet. Yeah, I was at first putting out about a video every day. And then I got married, and so that kind of put a damper on working on a video every night. I got other things to do, and trying to get this kitchen finished up, so that's taking a bit of time to work on cabinets and doors and stuff like that. Well, I forgot about that light over there. Maybe I can miss it. Well, that's not going to work anyway, because I'm on the wrong side of the pile. And if you're watching this, you know, as I was talking about, we come up on 200 subscribers. We're kind of getting a little serious here. Starting to get, you know, I mean, I'm not getting thousands of views every video, but starting to get, you know, up to closer to 100 views per video. And I'd like to get it up into the thousands, but I'm gonna have to have more subscribers to do that, I think. But well, and also there's just so many guys out there that's already doing stuff like this with Farming Simulator. Not too many that do strictly logging, but just a lot out there that game. So, you know, it's understandable to, you know, to have not have as many subscribers as I think I probably should. But anyway, I'm just going to continue on. It's fun, enjoy doing it. So we'll see where it goes. Oh, but what I was going to say was, don't forget about my Patreon page. I do have a Patreon page. The link is in the video description below. It's the first link right there. And what I've done is I've set it up to where it's $5 a month. And I need to go back in there. I keep forgetting to do this, and I need to put in like some lower amounts just for, you know, those that want to contribute but don't have $5 a month to give, or more is even better. But you know, I don't want to try to. I'm not trying to make a ton of money. I just what my intention of with the Patreon page actually is to give back to everybody else in multiple ways. Number one would be to give copies of games, DLC, you know, download content when Farming Simulator, American Truck Simulator, whatever they put out the DLC content. I can give Steam or just regular links to those, so that'd be kind of neat. And then possibly even complete game giveaways. You know, I'm not one of the things I thought I could do is give away copies of the game, Farming Simulator, American Truck Simulator, it's whatever I'm playing at the moment, or whatever I have played, or even some other stuff. You know, if a new game comes out and I've got, you know, I can get a, that must be full, get a Steam copy of it or whatever, you know, I'll give that away. Maybe even do a poll, you know, for the first giveaway. Say, you know, what would you like as a game giveaway for this month, or what, you know, whatever, and let you guys decide. But anyway, don't forget about the Patreon page. Go check it out if you can. You know, please help support me, because I've got a joystick that's mostly functional. Um, I would like to get some foot pedals for these track machines so I can drive them around a little better and faster and make the content flow a little bit better. Um, you know, just things like that to help me out and help you out. Because like I said, I'm hoping to do some game giveaways, some DLC content giveaways. Maybe even some merchandise, you know, like a farming simulator or some of these other games, or just even some pretty cool stuff. Maybe, I don't know, gosh, the possibilities are about endless, I suppose. It depends on how many Patreon supporters I have and um, how much money I get. I can give away better prizes. Maybe I'll give away a monitor or some speakers or tablet. I mean, it's anything, guys. You know, it's possibilities are endless. Okay. Get switched over to my strictly game profile because I don't need any controls on Enjoy the Key for this machine. We'll see if we can't try to finish up a good bit of these trees right over here. I think there's still another pocket or two that need cutting, but we'll just have to kind of finish up where we're at and find that other spot and move to it, because I'm not really sure where it's at. I see some trees over to our right, and if I remember correctly, oh, let's see, we're actually headed back towards the landing. Okay, well that's fine. I think I had already cut a good bit going back the other way, and I was headed back this direction. This must have been what it was. It's hard to tell when it's dark. Oh boy, that was close. You know, sometimes I do watch other YouTubers that are doing some logging on this game, and it always kind of amazes me that they're still using tractors with front end loaders to load stuff on. Maybe they don't have a dual joystick set up, is probably my only explanation. But well, it's so much easier with dual joysticks, and gosh, you can find them so cheap on eBay. It's, you know, I think my left joystick was the first one that I bought. It's Logitech Attack 3, which is a bit older joystick, but it works just fine. I think I paid maybe $10 for it, I think, on eBay, and just you know, got it all hooked up. And um, I had another joystick that I was using at first. That's why I only bought the one. And then my original joystick I had, I broke the little well, golly, I broke the little directional pad thing on it. It was just held on with a little plastic piece, and it broke. And so I bought another Logitech Attack 3 used, of course. I don't know if you can get one new anymore, unless somebody's got it hoarded away in their basement or something. But anyway, so I bought another used one, and like I said, it works. That's about all I can say. It's maybe 90% functional. I mean, you know, it seems to have gotten a little better. I don't know if just me using it, maybe there's some dirt in there or something that kind of has been worked loose or something, but it still does seem a bit like it's got some problems. Alright, now what is going on with these trees today? Yeah, so I'm still trying to throw all the little small ones away from the big ones, so when I come back in here with the skidder, I can just grab the big trees, and I'll come back with the tractor with the wood chipper and chip up the little small ones, because they don't skid very well. It's hard to grab them with the skidder even, and so I just chip them up. It's just so much easier. Well, yeah, that was good. I try to pile them up if as I can, the bigger logs, to where when I come back with the skidder, all I gotta do is back up to them and grab maybe 2 at a time. That skidder will do more than 2, but it's pretty iffy if we make it all the way back to our destination with more than 2 logs. Because like I've said before, these trees, if you just think about them as steel poles, then you'll be alright, because these trees, they have no give to them. So whenever you try to squeeze them with the grapple and the grapple loader or log skidder or whatever grapple, there's no give to them. So whenever you squeeze down hard, they just pop out of there. Or if you try to pick up more than 3 with the skidder, the grapple skidder, it just doesn't work. Because there's no way to keep tension on all 3 of them, and so it just grabs the ones that the grapple's in contact with, and if there happens to be another 3rd or 4th log in there, it basically just kind of rides on top of the other 2. Is about the only way I can describe it. Get off there. Well, that's a huge stump. Maybe I should try to knock that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I've kind of created a big pickup sticks spot right there, so I'm going to back out and try to find another way to get in there, or just move to a different spot completely. And I think well, here's the tree right up here we can cut, but I've just about got all of these in this area. Let's see. Well, I wish I had my pickup truck. In fact, I need to do that. I keep forgetting to get my truck back again. Let's see, because I had a little King Ranch truck I was using to just scout out, and so there it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy that. All right, come on. There we go. So let me switch over there, and I'll drop my truck back real quick. Oh, I didn't know I had that on there. Huh. I guess I never really use this thing much at night. But the thing I like about this truck is it's got a little fuel tank on there, so I can fuel up machines if I'm way out in the woods somewhere or whatever. And I do have the little trailer with the fuel trailer, so I can hook up to this thing too if I need to. But let's just drive on up here and Go see if there's any little areas of timber left that we need to cut. We may be just about done. And if that's the case, I'll grab the truck and get the lowboy, get it loaded up, and move on down this next spot. So there's a few more trees right back over here, but that's sort of on the border of where we're at, so I'll just kind of leave those. Just a few more little trees scattered around there, here and there. I've got to be careful with this truck too, because one other time I was in here trying to scout around and got it stuck. It's pretty rough terrain back over in this area. Okay, well, there's another little pocket of trees right here, just to the right of where the machine's at, so see if we can't maneuver back over here. In fact, I'm going to leave my truck just right over in this area so we can see where we're at. Okay, and get cranked up again. So it's right back over in this area. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Well, maybe I can climb this hill and get to it. This machine pretty well goes just about anywhere you want it to. I remember there was a lot of discussion on the FDR Facebook page, and maybe even one of his previous videos or something, he may have talked about it. But you know, there's a trade-off with these machines. The trade-off is either you can maneuver up hills really good, or you can't, but it won't tip over as easy. So if you make it to where the machine will go up hills easier, I think then you risk the amount of you risk more chances of your machine tipping over. And of course, the other way it works the opposite. If you make it where your machine won't tip over very easily, then you can't go up hills too easy. Now, this machine will tip over pretty easily, and I've just about done it a couple of times, although I've had more problems with the grapple loader, seems like. And what I think I'm going to do, let's see, we're getting about 30 minutes in here. I think I'm going to just go ahead and finish out this little pocket of trees, and anything else that needs cutting on this side of the road up here at this top of the map, or this area at the top here. I'm just going to get with the chainsaw, because I want to move on up to the new site and get that landing cleared, so once we get everything loaded up from here, we're good to just start over there. I don't know what to do with this one. I guess I'll just throw it right down here. Come on, go down the hill. Trying to throw all these little small trees down the hill, so get them with the tractor and the wood chipper. That's a big stump. So I watched an interesting video not too long ago on YouTube, and I was just browsing around, and it caught my attention on my suggested videos or whatever. Anyway, it was one of those I don't know, I forget the name of it now, but it was one of those YouTube channels that covers mostly automotive, cars, that kind of stuff. And um, the guy, the only way I can remember it is the guy had put a video out that was like, what happens if you put your car in park while you're driving. That was the origin of the video, or the content of the video. And what he was doing was, that video had gone viral. I mean, it had like, I think 10 million views or something like that. And he's pretty, seems, well, from what I can understand, he's pretty transparent with everything on his channel. So he was just letting his viewers know, how much he made off of YouTube of that one video. And he was showing also some different kind of old tips and tricks and stuff. But anyway, what I was going to say was, he actually clicked on that video in his YouTube channel analytics and whatever, and we could see, how many views it had and all that stuff. But anyway, he showed what the revenue was for just that one video, and it seems like that when that thing went viral, I want to say that he was up to like $11,000 or something. I don't know, something ridiculous. But anyway, you can make a lot of money on YouTube, that's for sure. But you have to, have the right video, get the right number of views, and that seems like several million views is the way to make some money on YouTube. And doubt I'll ever get there, but sure would be nice one day to wake up and one of my videos has gone viral, and all of a sudden I've got $10,000 in YouTube revenue coming at me. That'd be fun. That would sure help. But probably not going to happen. I don't think farming simulator videos are going to go viral. And that's okay. So I really enjoy making these videos. It's a lot of fun. Like I say, it's some work sometimes. Alright, come on now. It's some work sometimes, but it's still a lot of fun. Except when I get jammed up in trees and I can't go anywhere. Well, time to get out of there. It's just too much in that little area. I think there was one more pocket of trees back here towards this lake, possibly, but I don't think I'm going to fool with that right now. Like I said, if I need to come in here and get anything, I'll do it with a chainsaw. And of course, it's the wrong time of the day in the game to be doing this, trying to find other trees to cut because it's dark. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drive this machine up here to the road, and I'll come with the little boy and pick it up. In fact, I'm headed right towards the little boy. Yeah, didn't realize I was headed that direction. Anyway, we'll get this thing loaded up and we'll move it on down to the new site. And we'll go ahead and start cutting some trees there to get it cleared out, because it won't be long. We'll be moving. I just got, all these trees to get picked up and skidded up, and I'll try to do a bunch of that off camera so we're not wasting time with skidding a bunch of logs. I'll get a bunch of them skidded up, and I'll probably cut enough to make maybe 2 more loads. I think I've got at least a load and a half already up there. So I'll cut a bit more trees and get 2 more trailers already loaded, so we can get everything moved up to the new site just as soon as possible. I don't know why my boom has decided to reach for the sky. Okay, let me see. Let me find another truck. Let's see. No, well, I guess that one will work. No, actually, no, I want to use the wood chip truck. It's already full, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop the trailer there. And when we come back, it'll be ready to go. Yep, so whatever's left, we'll just give it the chainsaw. It's not much. So I really do want to get started up at the new site. I love moving to new places. It's just a lot of fun that, you know, getting that first new landing set up, clearing everything out. We'll have to get the tractor down there and grind the stumps up so we got some nice clean surface to work with. Ooh, it's about time for me to refuel this truck too. Getting pretty low. Alright, now let's see if I can find this new spot. I cut that tree which kind of hangs out towards the road. If I can find that, we'll be alright. Well, that's where we need to be. There we go. Get the high beams on. Now it should be just right up here on the left. Yep, there it is. Alright, so that's our spot. And I'm going to stop it just right about there. Should be good. Well, I actually need to back up some. I went too far. There we go. Yeah, we're just right across the road that leads to site number 1. It's a good spot because if we have to, we can park some equipment up there. It's not too far away, although I don't really know why we need to do that. But if we have to, or if we need to turn around or anything like that, we can just park the equipment up there or get turned around there. But I'm going to put this trailer right back where I found it. And we'll hook back up to our chip trailer. Let's see what our prices are doing. I haven't checked them lately. Alright, 237. That's not great, but it had dropped pretty low. I was selling a bunch of wood chips and logs and stuff, and it had dropped below 200, and that's terrible. So I'll tell you what, we may need some. Well, in fact, I know our tractor with the Bruks wood chippers full probably, or at least got something in it. We'll need to unload it. So let's go ahead and get this delivered. And when we get back, I'll wrap up the video for this time. Yep, so there's where our new site's going to be. It's going to be from basically about where this tree is falling here on the left down to probably right about this tree right there next to the truck, probably somewhere right in there, because that's about the only flat spot that I saw that was close to the road. If there's a better site further back, then we may move our operation back a little bit, but for right now we'll start right there. And I can't deliver to the wood chip storage facility because it's already full. I filled it up good while back. So we've got to unload it and sell the wood chips. I thought about buying another storage facility, but I don't think I will. Yeah, not bad. Almost 19,000 for that load of wood chips. We were getting about 25,000, I think, per 80,000 liters, but prices have dropped some. Yeah, I know, we're getting low on fuel. I got to pull up to this fuel trailer up here. I guess I could have just gone right through the gas station too, but I've already filled this up and spent money on it, so I need to use it on our equipment. Not sure how much is left in that little tank either. Oh, I guess that was it. We're empty. Okay. So I'll need to get my little fuel trailer back down to the fuel station and get some more fuel in it, because it is slap empty. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. That's one load for sure. It's probably only about one load though. Okay, so I'm gonna get a bunch more logs, get it up in between videos, and see if I can't maybe pick up what's left. Let's see, where's our, oh, I went the wrong way. Where's our truck at? So there's, oh, let's see, maybe, what, 3, 6, maybe 6 or 7 trees right there that need to be cut. I'll get that with the chainsaw, and let me look here and see. Ooh. I should be able to get what's left pretty quickly with the skidder, and then I'll come back around with the wood chipper and get the rest of the pieces chipped up and small logs and stuff chipped up. Yeah, see, there's a bunch right there. Like, there's 1, 3, 4, and some pieces, and there's another one right there. So a bunch of stuff we can be just chipped up, and there's 2 more. So yeah, a bunch of stuff just need to be chipped up, and I'll get it with the tractor. And the rest of it shouldn't take too long to get up with the skidder. And what I want to do is go back to this corner and see if there's anything that needs to be cut back in here. There's a few trees up here on this hill. I don't know if I'm even be able to get to it with the cut machine or even the skidder. Could probably come around this way and then up. That's pretty rough terrain. What I may do is I may hook up the winch mod to one of the tractors and see if I can't winch those trees out of there. I'll park the tractor down the bottom of the hill, and I'll see if I can't winch them out. Otherwise, I may not even worry about these trees, because they're, they're part of the mountain. I don't know if you'd really want to cut those. I don't know. I'll think about that some more. And what I wanted to do is come back in here and see if there's anything else. There's a handful of trees right there we could probably cut. And all these over here I'm going to leave for the lake aesthetics and wildlife and stuff. See, I've got the marking. The trees are ringed right there with the red rings. That's my mark. That's my boundary mark. So I'm not going to cut past that. I think that should just about do it. Okay, so plan of action for next time. We won't have high-speed logging number 4. I think it's number 4. Next video, we'll wait. I'll do one more video on Pacific Inlet where we are finishing up everything at this site. I'll try to have all the logs skidded up except for maybe just a few. And then the next video, what we'll do is I'll hopefully have all the logs, or most of them, skidded up here, and we'll process them and load up the final, maybe the final couple of trucks, and get the wood sold, and then we'll work on getting everything moved down to the new site. So that'll be the plan of action for next time, and I'll hopefully have all those logs, or at least most of them, skidded up. And so yeah, next time we'll be finishing up here at the north of Cerna Pass, and we'll start moving south. We'll move everything down that way to the new landing, and come back up here and just make a swath down through there of cutting trees, and try to get them all cut down and skidded up. Yep, so that'll be it. And look at this pile of sawdust. It's huge. I mean, I've only cut maybe. There may have been 10 or 12 trees there, and look at all this sawdust. It's ridiculous. I do like the mod though. I just wish it didn't put out quite so much sawdust. Anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get some of these lights turned off because we don't need them right now. Let's see, yeah, those are off. Okay, alrighty. Well, that's gonna do it for this time on Pacific Inlet. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.